weed is not enhancing you, bro. That shit slows you down. So if anything, she's slowing herself down. So she's even faster than what she really is. If you really look at it, like she's one of those type that can hit the blunt. I'm gonna go half speed on these slow ass bitches. Like, and then fucking takes off. You know what I mean? Like it's just ridiculous, bro.
You're saying that she's like that the blunt is like her weighted clothing. She's
Facts.
like Goku.
She's Goku.
Over there.
She's Goku, bro. She is Goku. She wears that damn weighted vest and ankle shits, and she just takes off. She might be faster than Usain Bolt, some would say.
I got one for you, Pooch. Speaking of other angles, did y'all hear about that Olympian that got suspended?
Yo.
I mean, you got to hit angles to run, right? And you need to hit angles to hit that blunt, right? So I mean, yeah, I heard about the Olympian that got suspended.
She's one of the most gorgeous human beings on this earth.
Nice plug. Yeah. I one of my friends is actually, she was following her like a lot just because she used to run, and there was some other black runner who also like had like long nails back in the day. I don't remember her name. So I don't know. I think there's like a thing there where like I think like some of the standards and what these Olympians are supposed to look like all clean shaven, blonde, like just like the very standard look. I think they were like trying to subvert expectations on appearance and stuff like that, which is kind of cool.
That woman should have won some medals just for being able to go and like line up for the race with those nails. That woman had some impressive nails.
Some say that actually helped her and enhanced her because of the nail grip. She just gripped on that
nail grip.
Who is this? Who is this? Some people.
It was me.
Tony. It was
just
Tony.
made it up right now. Just did it
made
right
it 100.
I think them long nails are very attractive.
How do you wipe your ass?
They put it around there.
You think she has a bidet?
Bidet.
Probably, yeah.
Doughboy's over here doing his method.
Anybody with long nails like that, I don't know how you wipe your ass. I be watching people struggle with like remote controls, struggle with pushing the buttons on their keys. It's like there's no way you're wiping your ass effectively.
I don't think I could type. I think I would be useless.
That would be good back scratchers though.
Why is weed still listed as a performance enhancing drug though? Like why is that
I don't know, bro. I think it has to do with since old style rules and laws, like how weed it was at some point illegal. I mean, it's still illegal in some states, right? But and I think now that it's starting to be like a normal thing, a legal thing, like I think they should remove that from the equation because weed is not enhancing you, bro. That shit slows you down. So if anything, she's slowing herself down. So she's even faster than what she really is. If you really look at it, like she's one of those type that can hit the blunt. I'm gonna go half speed on these slow ass bitches. Like, and then fucking takes off. You know what I mean? Like it's just ridiculous, bro.
You're saying that she's like that the blunt is like her weighted clothing. She's
Facts.
like Goku.
She's Goku.
Over there.
She's Goku, bro. She is Goku. She wears that damn weighted vest and ankle shits, and she just takes off. She might be faster than Usain Bolt, some would say.
I don't think anybody would say that. But 2 questions. Is marijuana listed as a banned substance or a performance enhancement drug? Because that's interesting.
That's a fair point, actually, because I don't know
I was just curious.
The distinction on that, honestly.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe there is no distinction. But secondly, could you give us a little summary, Mateo, so that everybody who's not familiar with what we're discussing?
From what I saw, apparently her father, someone passed away in her family recently. Do you know the specifics on that, Doe?
Her mother passed away recently, and she's been using marijuana to cope.
Yes. And because she qualified for the Olympics and was going to be representing Team USA, they do drug test on them. I don't know if they do random. I don't know if they just screen them once you get accepted. But yeah, so she popped for marijuana, which is interesting. I don't understand the thought process on that being a banned substance, whether it's listed as performance enhancing or whatever. It is listed as a banned substance, but like, I just can't understand the thought process there. I've never, to Tony's point, I've never been faster after smoking weed. I mostly want to take a nap, eat some cheese doodles.
That's what I'm saying.
Watch
Like she's definitely Super Saiyan, bro. She's definitely fast though. She really did blow out the competition. And it sucked too. Like people are trying to throw a lot of race cards and shit into it. I don't really think it's that. I think it's just like it's a stupid rule that needs to be changed because that's not smoking weed ain't enhancing shit. You know what I mean? Didn't who's the other Olympian, the swimmer Phelps? Didn't he get caught?
Michael Phelps.
Yeah, didn't he get caught for weed too and got suspended? And I think medals were taken away too, right? I think go ahead.
I think that other one, Ryan Lochte or whatever, I think he also got suspended at some point. Or maybe his was tied into that fake story he told where they like beat up that storekeeper or something. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, there was a whole thing with that. No,
so you're saying they took Michael Phelps' medals away? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I read online because they were comparing her suspension to all the other ones that got caught for weed and shit, and they were saying that medals were taken away and stuff. And then people on Facebook were going crazy. They were talking about how they're kicking her off the Olympic teams. I was like, no, there's nowhere did it say that. Like people just read Facebook posts, bolded letters, and was like, kicked from the team. Like, nah, she got suspended. Like she's still eligible to play. Like in all this, like it's just.
Well,
is she going to represent the United States at the Olympics or not?
I think the suspension is going to last through the Olympics.
No,
I don't think she's competing, but I'm not positive. Like that might be.
I read well, it could be false news too, or maybe, but I read online that it was going to end right before the Olympics take place, and she was going to be able to go to Tokyo.
If so, then
let's see. She says she's suspended for 1 month. It's iffy on if she's going to be able to represent.
It's like right there at the line, bro. Like right off the cut. Yeah. I hope she does go.
I would think that if she does represent America, it'll be like a very like against the rules, but probably like a political thing where they're trying to make a like a statement of maybe like making moves towards getting marijuana lifted off of the banned substances or whatever. Because I don't know. So part of me, I'm like 100%. I'm with y'all. Like it shouldn't be in the list of substances and shit like that. But on the other hand, it's like she's a professional athlete. Like they know the rules. They signed up for them. They signed the agreements. They did all those things. So it's very, regardless of the circumstances, it's very like careless to be playing with your livelihood like that. Is it right or wrong? That's a conversation. But I do think it's a little silly that she would even do that to begin with, especially knowing what the consequences could be,
Yeah, no, that's absolutely. I mean, and honestly, studies have shown that like weed is not like the greatest way to cope with things. As humans, we do lots of things that are bad for coping. I mean, how many times have we all drank as some kind of coping mechanism? So like, I get the destructive urge, but yeah, I mean, it's your livelihood. You gotta be careful.
Not even that. Like she's grieving. Like people when they grieve, they do things that they normally wouldn't do. I'm not saying. Doesn't she live in a state that weed is legal?
I think she's from Texas, which weed is very much not legal here.
She's from Texas?
I'm pretty sure she's from Texas.
Double check that, Mateo, because I don't think she's from Texas. I think she was like from.
She's definitely Southern. I heard her.
Oh yeah, she's a Southern woman. Some would say Southern Belle. Doughboy would say Southern Belle because he's infatuated with her.
She is from Dallas, Texas.
No. Another stand correction on my point.
Yeah, there was like Texas was going crazy with like the Olympic team because I think there's like 3 or 4 girls that are representing Team USA that are from Texas.
Also,
including the GOAT herself.
But
Miss Biles.
Oh, Simone Biles. Shout out to her. Yo, how do they have to rate her on a curve against everyone else? It's weird.
They think that she's going to win every single gold in every event she's going to compete in.
Because she is. And guess what?
She had that one slip.
She could do that.
She had that one slip and she was devastated, bro.
She still won.
Yeah. You know what's crazy too? That Chinese chick, I think she was Chinese. I'm not sure. People don't kill me, but the Chinese chick that was right after her went up is extremely good as well. But even with her slip up and mistake, she still outclassed her. That to me is saying that this girl she's winning every fucking gold medal.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is crazy. She's really good, bro. Really fucking good.
I swear that woman defies the laws of gravity. Like, you know that animatrix clip with the runner. That's her. That's her. And every time that she competes,
I like
breaking the matrix a little bit.
Yeah, those animatrix shits are also fire. I like them shits.
Yeah.
So also back to the drug thing. Like even the NFL, even all the NFL players, they know when they're getting drug tested. These dicks still fail the drug test. Like they are warned, like, yo, drug test is next week. Clean your shit out. This and that. They don't give a fuck. They still smoke weed. It's like, bro, y'all know it's coming. Like, why are you even? They clean yourself. Nope, they still don't give a fuck. They go and they get suspended, and it's like, bro, y'all know when it's happening. Like, why are we doing this still? All the coaches know you smoking weed. Everybody knows you're smoking it. Just pass the test when it comes, and no one would give a shit about it.
Are they random in the NFL? Do they know that the test is coming? Or
they're random? They know when that test is coming, bro. The coaches, come on, bro. They know when the test is coming. It's just stupid, bro. We at this point need to be abolished from like any legal ways, 100%. Everybody just forget about it. It's just like alcohol. Just make it normal. Fuck it.
I'm surprised Biden hasn't tried to get some more Zoomer votes by announcing some kind of plan to legalize.
He'd lose a lot of votes.
You think?
There's more old. Yeah, he's got way more old as moderates in his camp than these young. These Zoomers don't even go out and vote. No matter how many of them you get in your pocket, they're not going to go out and vote for anybody.
That's the problem.
Half the people you know don't go out and vote. Voting should be mandatory, dude.
100%.
Anyhow, about the testing scheduling and stuff like that. Like I don't know how they do it in the NFL, but I know for sure when it comes to the Olympics, it's completely random. Like it's random dates, random times, and it could be at any moment. Like you could have got tested yesterday, they could come back in 3 days and test you again. Like the idea behind the Olympic style drug testing is to like really make sure that the athletes that are performing are not on any kind of drugs. And there's rumors that everybody's on all types of drugs anyway. So like, cause there's all these different types of, you could take like performance enhancement drugs, and then there's other drugs you could take that could mask those substances in your bloodstream and things like that.
Weren't they doing blood transfusions at some point? Like they were getting like super oxygen rich blood or something, and doing blood transfusions or something crazy like that.
Yeah, there's blood doping stuff. Yeah, but you could get caught for that too. Now they check like your hemoglobin levels and shit like that, and if they're too high, they're like, nah, you're blood doping. Yeah. But yeah, basically injecting blood into your body puts like more oxygen in your bloodstream, so you could run longer, swim faster for a longer period of time. Like pretty much you have more oxygen in your bloodstream, so you could hold your breath longer or do more strenuous things. So yeah, it's just another edge. Like it's a shame. There's been like I can't remember. There's like a boxer back in like 1908 or something like that. There was a whole thing about him taking some type of like performance enhancement things. It's like it's something that's been around sports since sports were invented. It's always going to be around. Everybody's always going to try to find an advantage somehow. Like if it's not on a banned list, they're going to use it. If it's on a banned list, they're going to try to find the loophole to be able to use it. And it's, I don't know. Canelo got bagged. He said it was the meat. Remember that? He's like, oh no. The cows in this part of Mexico, they're steroid rich. Okay, they're rich in steroid. He got away with it. So I don't know, man.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That brings up a question though. This is something I've thought about before. Should we care? Like, should we care if athletes are on performance enhancing drugs or not?
Yeah.
As Bucho has previously said, sports are inherently unfair. Like that's the entire point of sports, is that some people are better at things than other people because of practice and natural genetics and whatever various factors. So should we give a shit? Like
Yes.
should it just be people can take whatever steroids they want? We can be actually looking at like peak physical form with enhancement, and we could just
I think there should be like
stop caring about that.
I think there should be like a separate NFL and like NFL Blitz. Like it's just like some over the top, high flying, like yo, and then like
every dude weighs 300 pounds of pure muscle.
yeah.
Nah, I think for some sports, I don't think we should give a fuck. Some things like football, like boxing, UFC, like those types of things where it's like there's a more physicality to the sport. I would be concerned, like if we're just letting everybody just jack up to the maximum, only because I like without any data, my gut tells me that more people would be severely injured. Like that's what my gut says, right?
What sports would it be okay?
Or would they all be like just blitzed out of their mind on painkillers too? They'd just be like just roided up and painkillered out and just see some extremely
Max
brutal.
Payne, nothing's effect. They get shot 78 times, like just pop some. Nah, like so, like what sports? Like basketball, tennis, pretty much any sport where no one's getting
physical contact.
into physical like contact. That's.
And you think performance enhanced drugs is okay in those sports?
They're gonna be able to shoot from half court.
No, I'm just saying that shit doesn't make no sense to me, because it's like whether it's not physical or not, any enhancements is gonna benefit that person. So if me not taking any enhancements go against fucking Serena Williams, mind you, I'm not a fucking tennis player, and she's taking enhancements, she's gonna dominate me. Or the other way around, actually. She's so good and I take enhancements and I dominate her because of the enhancements. That shit's super unfair. I didn't have to train. I bought my way. I bought a victory.
So my thought process is, as Buchel said, there's all kinds of loopholes to this stuff. People are doing performance enhancing things when they're competing in the Olympics. It's just the ones that they're doing are probably like some loophole drug that hasn't been specifically banned or something, or they're doing. You have more money, you can pay for crazy recovery things like that cryotherapy shit where you're sitting in, ice baths and getting like specialized treatment. Like this is all performance enhancing stuff. So like if you legalize everything, if there's no ban on it, it should take out the edge, right? Like in theory, it should take out the
it definitely makes for the most fair version of the sport.
Right?
That doesn't make sense to you, Tony? Like if say there was no rule against steroids and everybody used steroids, wouldn't the sport be fair?
Yeah, maybe.
Now, granted,
that's all Matteo's saying.
Now, granted, you'd probably see a bunch of young people just completely ruining themselves in the future because they'd be roided out of their fucking brains and hopped up on painkillers and, doing fucking speed or something. So they have hyper attentive like reflexes, like there'll be some long-term damage there. Maybe it's not the best idea just for that particular purpose.
For sure. Yeah, there'd definitely be a lot of side effects to living that type of lifestyle. Just steroids fuck you up too, man. They're not good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like minor things, it's like they'll give you acne and shit like that. But there's also like hyperaggression that's like associated with taking steroids. It does like bad shit to like your heart
and your gonads.
And maybe if you're unlucky like Robert Paulson, you'll develop bitch tits. Fight Club, fucking Meatloaf, he had bitch tits because he took so much steroids. I don't know how accurate that is, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, and then like you said, then there's all types of other drugs. Like if it's like no holds barred, like maybe they start doing like fucking crack or like heroin or cocaine or something, because like you sniff some cocaine 5 minutes before you fight and like now you're all amped up for 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like it's like then shit could get crazy. Aside from the fact of like other people getting harmed and shit like that, but even just like the amount of people that end up harming themselves would be ridiculous.
That boxing, the in between rounds, the cut man, he'd be doing way different things in this hypothetical league. Be over there cutting up a line for them to do a bump real quick.
Shit is wild.
Cocaine. I need cocaine.
Fucking cut man coming over with a popsicle stick. Nigga, here. All right, tú está bien. I don't know why I just put a Cuban voice on there. It's just weird.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. But Tony, would that lead to more addiction though?